Hey guys, if you decided, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about a bunch of little topics into one video. I prefer doing 3 topics in this one video rather than making 3 separate videos on these topics. So tell me if you prefer tea served to you like this. Would you prefer a bunch of little teas into one big pot? Or would you prefer one big cup of tea served to you daily? Let me know. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about how YG now legally owns Lisa, which is a little bit upsetting, how RM was called ugly by a TV show in Mexico, and of course we are going to be talking about the speculation of if any of the Twice members are gay. Ooh, let's get into it. So if you're interested in that, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater and you like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's jump into it. So let's start with Lisa. If you didn't already know, any K-pop idol in history, they're signed to a K-pop label. They are officially owned by that label or entertainment. After a number of years when their contract is up, they're officially no longer owned by this company. But within that time that they own you, the label can ask you to do anything and you essentially have to abide by that. And they own the amount of money you make, they own every performance, every song you sing, anything that comes out of your mouth, anything that you do, they own. So Lisa to some degree was always owned by YG, but recently it has changed where now forever. As it was taken one step further by YG, this week Lisa's real name has been officially owned by YG. If you did not know, her real name is Lalisa Manoban, and Manoban is spelled with an L at the end instead of N, but it's pronounced with an N, which is very interesting. So it's Manobal. Now just the past week, YG submitted a document saying that they legally wanted to trademark her official real name. This is all public information. It has to be, anyone can go and check a trademark. Now what this means is no one can now create a product under that name. That means if you're also from Thailand and you have the name Lalisa Manoban, you can no longer create a brand under that name. Your name now has to be changed to something else because now YG officially owns that name, meaning if you do create any products, you're not going to make any money off it, or in the worst case scenario, you will get sued by YG. Now, trademarking her official real name makes no sense to me because her name Lalisa Manoban is not what is famous. Lisa is what's famous. Her face is what's famous. You have more of a right to trademark these things than you have to trademark her real name because not everyone knows her real name. So having her real name onto something isn't necessarily going to make it sell because people might not be able to associate her name with her face since they know her as Lisa. So trademarking her stage name makes more sense than trademarking her real name. This trademark is mostly going to be for clothing. So any type of clothing such as outerwear, underwear, scarves, mufflers, any of that sort of thing, even underwater clothing, it's all trademarked. Anyone who has that name and who makes this type of clothing is going to be sued essentially. To me, allegedly, my opinion, it's just another way for YG to take ownership of the K-pop idols that they have. This is a way for YG to be like, I own you and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, if Lisa does ever leave, this means that she can never make products with any other label because the money will then directly go to YG. Anything under her name will directly go to YG. And YG will forever take a cut unless Lisa works out a deal with them. But chances are, even if Lisa decides to work out a deal with YG, YG won't take the deal. I do think Lisa didn't have much of a say in this. They were like, we're gonna trademark you. And she was like, okay, I guess. To me, it just feels like YG just wants to own her. And it is quite sad, but I guess it's part of business. I feel like there's a little bit more than business involved in this. But anyway, let's get into the next piece of tea. See what I did there? BTS RM was apparently called ugly by a Mexican TV show. My poor babe. At this point, you have to know that your career is going to end if you insult BTS in any way. I think it's fine to say, oh, he's not my type, or I don't like BTS's music, or I don't like how RM raps. These are all opinions and things that aren't exactly hurtful and insulting. Just kind of a personal preference type of thing. But when you call someone ugly, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's backtrack and we will get back into this. There's a reality TV show in Mexico that airs 24/7. This is a broadcast anyone can tune in to watch. And basically on air, they have entertainers, singers, all that sort of thing. And you can just basically see how they live their life in this reality TV show. It's kind of like Big Brother. It's very similar to Big Brother, actually. Now, there was one contestant named Angie. She was seen as one of the armies on the show. In fact, she sang Blood, Sweat, and Tears by BTS, and she supported the group even by wearing BTS ARMY merch. So armies, of course, started to love her and started to support her. They could relate to her. They could fangirl with her. Really much liked and wanted to support her singing career. But she is definitely no stranger to armies. She's definitely no stranger to K-pop in general, meaning she had to have at least known at one point if she were to say something like this, that this would be a big deal. and that armies will attack her, and especially saying it on TV. I think RM has previously said that no one is ugly and that society is just judgmental. And this is so true. Like, if you were to take animals, animals do not have a standard of beauty. Beauty is a human construct. It's something that we made up to create, to judge each other and to rank each other as who is better. And this is something we have like idolized since centuries ago. Like the king and queens, they were beautiful, they were rich. This is why we like them so much. So with that said, I want you guys to imagine a alternative universe where everyone had similar facial features to RM. Anyone who is on TV or anyone who is the average person will have similar features, meaning everyone would just think that everyone was beautiful. RM is not ugly, and it is just the fact that he has different features from what you deem as beautiful. In Korea, he is seen as very pretty and very beautiful, and my standard, also very beautiful. I remember hearing constantly over and over again that Asians were ugly until BTS started to make their debut here in America, and then I started hearing it less and less, and that Asians could actually be attractive. So it's just the fact that we're not exposed to certain types of beauty from other countries that we tend to think that that beauty is ugly. So anyway, let's get on to the final and last tea we have here for today, and that is if any of the Twice members are gay. Now, this is a speculation that's been going on for a very long time. Twice is known to be an advocate for the LGBT community, and we even have members in the Twice little group here that we do sometimes question whether or not they're gay or not. I mean, well, some of us do think Sana is. I think Twice likes to do their ships. I think they know it makes us go crazy. I think there is something to the fact that they like to be touchy with each other and they like to do all these things. You know, I genuinely believe that they like to be around each other and they like to be on top of each other. But like any group, we do have our speculations. Nothing has been officially confirmed yet. Nothing has been officially talked about yet. None of them have come out of the closet and said anything. And I am very, very much okay with not rushing them. If any of them choose to come out, they can come out whenever they like. We know that they believe love comes in all forms, meaning that they're very open-minded to the fact that one of them could be gay, and that if they are, then that's okay. And so I think my speculation is that one of them might be at least bi, but we don't know yet. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear your opinions on all three of these topics. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon, and a Patreon is basically you guys can donate money every month, or you guys can support me, and in return, you guys do get exclusive content. So if you're interested in checking out my Patreon, I'll leave a link in the top of the description down below, and you can make request videos over there. You can make any sort of thing. And I also post a lot of reaction videos over there, BTS Run, Bon Voyage, that sort of thing. So please make sure you go over there and check it out. With that said, there's also 2 videos that will be recommended to you at the end of this video. So please make sure you go check that out if you're interested. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.